Dolphins, Ravens.
Yeah. Marquee matchups go.
Y'all win this. Lock up number one. Rest everybody for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I think the writing's on the wall. You go out and play a game like you did in San Francisco. Um, the talk after the game, like Nick said earlier, everybody was still like, we know what the business is here. You locked in, you stay locked in. Um, Lamar knows, and the team knows really. With a big win, like I said, not going to see, but with a big win, a big win, a big game for Lamar, he's going to win the MVP. He only had to play Week 17, so he go out here and do what he got to do against Miami at home. And the Ravens have been playing well against teams with winning records coming at home. We saw what we did to Lions, saw what we did to Seahawks. So yeah, I expect the same. And the Dolphins they missing a lot of their offensive linemen. Most of them practice all week. They Waddle out. So yeah, they banged up. Not to say that, and they're a good team. They're a decent team, but like I said, besides the Cowboys when we were talking about, oh yeah, who have they beaten? I think watching some of the tape, watching some of the film on them this week, I think they're a lot like the 49ers. Not the same players, but it's fact they very finesse, and the Ravens play well against finesse teams. That's why the Ravens, the division games be tight because it's rough. It's these teams outside of the division, they don't play like that. And I think Miami's a finesse team. I think the Ravens hit him in that mouth early. I don't think it's necessarily going to be close. Mike, he got some things up his sleeve. So, early it might be, but once it start getting late, the Ravens going to start landing on them with that run game. They don't tackle well. Miami do not tackle well. So yeah, it's give me the Ravens big at home. I think Lamar Simmons his MVP this weekend.
Yeah, so offensively, I definitely think it's a finesse team that the Dolphins have, right? Um, I don't know if they're in the situation to punch us in the mouth on that side of the ball. I think defensively, though, they've shown that they could be physical with Bradley Chubb and some of those D linemen that they have. They got the a top five run defense, so that's going to be put to the test this week with our rush offense, and I think that's going to be the key to the game. How consistently and how well can we run the ball? Beautiful thing about the Ravens is they have Lamar Jackson, so um, whoever is behind at running back is going to have clear running lanes because you got to account for Lamar and his legs. And I also think we're in a good position now in a new scheme to play this type of fast paced ball that Miami is just going to play. We can match that if necessary. If it has to go score for score, we can match it. If it has to slow down and we need to run the ball, control pace, we can do that too. That's the beautiful thing about this year's Ravens. We got versatility. It's not just one strategy full force ahead. If we need to switch it up, we got the ability to switch it up. And I don't know if the Dolphins have that ability. I think they're going to try to do their things. I think they're going to try to do, go deep with Tyreek, create mismatches, have him run in motion. But again, we just got to play sound football. It's going to be tough though. No Brandon Stevens. Well, it looks like we won't have Brandon Stevens. That's still iffy. Kyle Hamilton's still iffy, but he hasn't practiced. That's going to be an issue, right? Those are two players that have excelled this year in the secondary. And then you see on the flip side, no Jalen Waddle, so we can put a little bit more attention on Tyreek Hill. I don't trust the Cedric Wilsons of the world. Who else do they have? They got
They
Wilson.
got Smythe there tight end. He decent.
A
Yeah,
chain, a chain, the
I
running
like
back.
a chain. He's fast as hell. We're gonna have to account for him, but we got some fast people that we got to account for when the defense lines up every day at practice. So we should be prepared in that regard. I honestly feel the importance of the matchup and also the remembering last year at home what they did to us and how much shit they talked afterwards. This game should be taken personal. It's for home field. It's for clinching the AFC. We worked hard all year to get to this point where it's one game against the fucking Miami Dolphins. And mind you, they before last year's game, they did us dirty to the game keys went. So we got we 0-2 against Tua. We really need to get our inaugural win against this motherfucker. He is not like that to be for us to be having an offer. Like, nah. let's put him on the ground, get him on the dirt,
Y'all like being
and
0-2 to
get out of
being
here with a win.
quarterbacks, don't you?
Listen, we know how to lose to some mid, man. We do that.
Yeah.
The John
Y'all
Harbaugh.
love losing to that chocolate tie. That chocolate tie be fucking y'all up. Joking this shit. What's this nigga? Give me the Dolphins. The fuck? Like, give me the Dolphins. Why
So
not?
you can't even give us this.
I've picked
know
y'all
that.
before, but
Yeah, you
no,
got.
no.
You ain't learned last
y'all.
week not to pick the 40. You picked the 49ers, and you're gonna come
That
back.
was the 49ers, and I also
had some
said,
integrity. Had some
I
integrity.
also said I'm not gonna be shocked, but I had to see it, and I saw it.
So
And
why
I
you
liked
picking
what
the
I saw.
Dolphins?
I like what I saw.
So why
Yo,
you picking the
I
Dolphins?
got 104. I got 141 wins. I'm 7 behind Keith. I have nothing to lose. I've lost it. It's gone. Give me Tua.
That's
Tyreek
Tua,
Hill.
You and Tua came a long way from the beginning of the year. Y'all came a long way.
Still fuck Tua. He's sensitive. He's sensitive, man. Don't talk about me and being fat. Nigga, you fat. The fuck? You can't move. You fat. Ryan Clark did not lie. He didn't lie. He was telling the truth.